Email the attendance clerk so I can let her know that one person I just marked out. We'll be here. Just a second, guys, so I can send off an email. Just a moment, dear. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in this class. My homeroom is next door though. Okay, guys. So yesterday we made a map of physical features of the West region, correct? And we started making our economy chart. Yes, let's see if this did it correctly this time. Nope. Every time I have to share screen twice. Great if Zoom worked first time, each time. We started making the economy chart based on the natural resources. Guess it'd be even better if I zoomed in, right? Okay, so wood, a lot of wood is harvested and used as lumber, paper, plywood, and cardboard. Energy, oil and coal, especially in Alaska, where a pipeline has been built that runs to a super tanker that carries oil worldwide. Okay, so everybody still has this resource. Now I'm going to switch to the typed version because you guys now know how to fit your things on this chart. This is not the first time we've used this chart. How many of these have we used now? Three, because we're on the third region now, correct? What regions have we already studied? Northeast, Southeast, and now we're doing the West. This is our third region, okay? So I'm gonna stop share on this one, and I'm going to go to, hopefully it's still working. Yes, it is. I'm gonna go back to this table. Yes, gold, it is working. Yes, that is goals, and there is gold on the map too. Okay, so lumber, cardboard, plywood, and paper. Okay, let me type in this one for energy. Oil and coal, especially in Alaska. Ugh, this is a different keyboard than mine at home. Pipeline was built to a super tanker. All right, Megan and Jackson, can you see me typing on the PowerPoint like you guys have?
Yes, ma'am.
I just can't spell right because this keyboard's different. To carry oil world. I'm not used to having to type this slow, but whatever. At least it's a keyboard. This isn't my one at home. That says energy, Bryson. See right there? Energy. Now we're going to go to gold. So I'm going to go back to the content source, okay? Because it's been a day since we read it, and I've slept. Have you guys?
No.
What?
Yes, totally.
I hope y'all slept. I slept. Maybe my computer can move back to the other screen. Maybe, hopefully. It said not responding. Okay. During the 1840s, gold was found in California that set off a gold rush. Miners from all over the country moved to California in search of gold. Today, there's a modern day gold rush occurring in Alaska and Nevada. Approximately $1 billion of gold was produced in Alaska in 2015, and $6 billion of gold was produced in Nevada. So, modern day gold rush. There is a modern day gold rush in, what's the first state mentioned? Alaska, thank you. Hold on. And hold on. One what? Not million. Billion dollars worth was mined in 2015. In, no, it's not. In what other state? Nevada. 6 what? Billion was mined. I'm just going to put recently. Okay. Sir Anthony, where were you yesterday? Okay. All right, we've got a lot of copying to do. If you can't see, move where you can. On the floor. But move where you can see.
this at the seat.
Did Ms. Ramirez already give you guys your blue forms? Okay, did y'all fill them out together or no?
No, we have to do it at my house. I'm pretty sure Melanie's the only one that does it right.
See, I wouldn't let my kids take it home. We did it this morning. That's why we were a little late in switching. We did it in about 5 minutes. My class of 22 people.
The what form?
The blue form, the Eagle Buck sheet,
Oh,
we got them filled out. We got them stapled together, all of it, in 5 minutes. All my 22 people.
I wasn't doing mine yet.
I made mine do it today. Because if it goes home, it might get lost. So I didn't want that to be a problem.
I'm getting 20 Eagle Bucks.
All right, who is still writing? Okay. While you guys are writing, just listen. And I'm not going to say this real loud because if anybody's listening in from there, I don't want you to necessarily hear me. Okay. Miss Anderson, I texted her this morning to ask if you guys can use last year's Eagle Bucks. She said no. Here's the thing. No, listen. Here's the thing. I'll fix to be deceptive about this, okay? Put your green Eagle Bucks on top, put your pink underneath it, take one on there. I'll show you how I did my students. And I'll explain to you why. Put your green on top, pink on bottom. I asked Miss Ramirez about it. I asked Miss Sparks. I asked Miss Tran. You guys never got to spend your pink Eagle Bucks last year, right? You're the teachers. I asked Miss Anderson. And it's only because I asked her point blank this morning. And she gave me more pink Eagle Bucks today. And I'm like, green's the color this year. Why are you giving me pink? You gave my students. Oh, it was a mistake. She didn't take mine. Right? No bucks. So I had to take them after I'd already stamped them and made them ready to give out. Because I'm a special stamper. So I had to rip them all up. I already had them all ready to go out. Just hanging. I had to rip them all up in the trash. Because now they're invalid, right? But she specifically told me no. But do you think all the other teachers around the school have emailed her and texted her? Nobody else has but me. Ms. Ramirez's opinion and all the other teachers' opinion. All of them said they ought to be extended. It's their Eagle Bucks. They earned them last year. And you didn't get those Eagle Bucks from us fourth grade teachers. You got them from your other teachers. So if you have them from last year, I'm not going to stop you. Ms. Ramirez is not going to stop you. Unless they come through and specifically tell us, again, no, you can't. My opinion is stick in that stack of them behind the green Eagle Bucks. This first one. After that, you're not going to sit at all. Got it? All right. Did you catch why I lowered my voice when I said this? Got it? Okay. I'm just kind of fun. I'm just tired of nobody thinking you what they say the first time and then changing their minds after. Especially what I would do. You have to know it. The other thing I told my students is we don't have to turn these in today. I think we turn them in tomorrow, these uniforms. I haven't given any out yet. I don't know how many of you guys heard the mess that went on in fourth grade last year, but I had over 200 of these stolen from me last year. Miss Fitzgerald did too. I'm sure y'all heard. Y'all know I can be loud. You heard me last year in the hallway. I know y'all did, even if the door shut. You heard me ripping in my kids last year. Miss Ramirez had them stolen from her. Miss Daniels had them stolen from her, but not to the point. Not like I did. I had all mine taken. Miss Fitzgerald had a bunch stolen too. Okay. So I've been a little gun shy as the saying goes about giving these out. I haven't given any out yet. Once I do start giving them out, a lot of people are gonna have them. I don't know the mistake of giving any out either. And it has to do with how bad things went last year. Okay? When they went bad, they went bad. So once these start going out, a lot of y'all are gonna have eagle drops. Okay? So I'm taking up my students' forms, making everybody write their name on forms. So please don't think just because you don't have an eagle buck yet, you're not going to have them within the next day or two. Okay? Keep hold of those forms, get your name on them so you don't lose your form. Because I can't make a copy of that form, that special blue paper. I don't have it. Normally I can make copies of papers. That's why I keep extras back there. But that's on special blue paper. I don't have a copy of that. So keep that paper, even if you don't have any eagle bucks right now. You probably will in the next day or two. Okay? All right. Anybody still copying that? What's that? Yes, last name also. Get a pencil. Hey, get a pencil. Y'all know my thing with a pencil. If you need a pencil, grab it. It's there for you guys to use. That's a tool that you have to have. Especially now that it's going to be December or maybe next year before we get devices. Maybe. Hey, but we got a water bottle filler today.
No.
Yes, we did. For real, we did.
Finally.
We got one.
I think I should have brought my water bottle.
By the boys' restroom.
Oh, yeah, so we're in the walk.
We don't have to go down the stairs.
I've been going down to the stairs this morning.
All right, is anybody still copying that one? Everybody has it? Okay. All right, let's go back to the source content again. The fact that there's seafood automatically tells you there's what around?
Water.
There's coastline, right? And water, yes, yes. All right, next paragraph. Seafood is another major industry. We see all these coastlines, right? Coastline all around. Another major industry with over 10% of the nation's seafood caught along the Pacific coast and over 58% of the nation's seafood, in other words, almost 60% of all of the country's seafood is caught in Alaska. Okay, so almost 60% of the nation's seafood is caught where? Good. When it says along the West Coast, specifically, what is along that West Coast? What water? Well, yes, but what is along that West Coast?
Atlantic.
Which ocean?
Pacific.
The Pacific Ocean. Okay, last one, farming. Everybody had this about seafood. Okay, farming. If PowerPoint would switch. Okay. Various crops are also grown in the fertile areas of the region. Where do we talk about having really fertile land? Look in the map. I'll grow it for you guys so you can see it better. If it would move, it'd be great. Well, we're in the West region, but fabulous. Now it disappeared. There we go. All right, do you see fertile land along the coast? The entire coast, right? Do you remember when we made our map yesterday? There was an area called the Central Valley. Okay, do you remember us talking about the Central Valley yesterday and it's talking about that being some of the most fertile lands in the world, right? Okay. Here this says more than 150 different fruits and vegetables are grown in the Central Valley and in the Willamette Valley of Oregon. So 150 fruits and vegetables are grown in the Central Valley and in the Willamette Valley in Oregon. Crops include apricots, almonds, strawberries, cabbage, lettuce, tomatoes. So they're saying there's a lot of crops grown in the West, 150 different fruits and vegetables, and also in Hawaii, pineapples and sugarcane. So more than 150 different fruits and vegetables. And then Hawaii also, all of the pineapples that we get, if you get cans of pineapples, look on the back of the can, it's grown in Hawaii. If you get fresh pineapple, all of it comes from Costa Rica. All of it. Okay, so that tells you that there's a lot of pineapples grown in those two areas, right?
I don't like pineapple. I love pineapple.
Point is, that means they have great weather and soil for those products, and they're producing a lot of those products, right? Yeah. And then what other place grows sugarcane? It says Hawaii grows sugarcane. What other place grows sugarcane? Not Nevada. What other place grows sugarcane, Melanie? Louisiana. We grow a lot of sugarcane. We're the only place in the country that has sugarcane used for sugar. Yeah, we don't use it for anything else, just sugar. The other 49 states use sugar beets that are genetically modified to make the sugar. We're the only state that uses sugarcane for sugar. It's not genetically modified. I do too. Okay, so going back to this. More than how many fruits and vegetables?
150.
It said Oregon, right?
Oregon. No. Yes, it did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Hi stands for Hawaii. Okay. All right, I'm going to click chat real quick. Willamette, Willamette. No, that's an M. Willamette. Oregon. Yes. What's that? There you go. Period. Okay. Okay. Quiet. Rewrite a lot of today's. Okay. Anybody still copying this? Okay. Keep going then. Write your name on it. Put your name and date on the writing revolution. Pull your folder back. Everybody have their name and date on the writing revolution sheet.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Everybody have this finished. Michaela, sit at your own desk here. Thank you. You need to move that out of your chair so you can have a seat, Miss Edgel. Okay, right now we don't need to worry about our eagle bugs. Okay, everybody's finished with this, so we can go on with the next one. Okay, good. Okay, for my friends online, you're gonna be writing your paragraph on this slide, okay? Here is the source set for everybody, my friends in class, as well as my friends online. Source 4, population in the West. I need all my friends in class to be facing that way. I'm gonna be facing this way so I can best read this, okay? Over 37 million people live in California. This is, and you see they have a grammatical error here. There should be a period in a new sentence. This is the highest population of any other state in the nation. Out of the 8 fastest growing states in the nation, 6 were in the West region. The fact that 75% of the fastest growing states were all located in the West means there's lots and lots of job growth in the West. Okay, that would be a really good statement in your paragraph. Okie doke. Many people are moving to the region because of economic opportunities. That would be a really good statement to put in your passage, in your paragraph also. Many people are moving there because of economic opportunities. That's a big word for jobs. For example, Oregon had an increase in jobs, which led to a decrease in unemployment, as well as more people moving to the state. The West region of the United States is also known for its weather, with blue skies, sunshine, and wonderful beaches. The region has healthier and happier people. Many people want to move to the West because many people want a better lifestyle, as well as job opportunities and family. Because people are living a better lifestyle, it shouldn't say you, it should say they have a much more pleasant social environment. Okay, so this is the source for population. All right, so we're going to create a topic sentence together. It says, describe how the physical features and natural resources in this region have impacted its population. So I'm indenting because my friends online don't have that paper that you have that's an outline. Okay, you get the in-between step of having an outline. They have to jump right to the paragraph. All right, they get 16 points put right on a paragraph. You get 10 points on the outline and 6 on the paragraph. You get the in-between step. So that's 8 points. I've already put it in the computer. Put it down. Put it down. You're going to use it as a help. Okay, so oh, I know where I have this. Let me see. Give me just a second, guys, because I have a statement already online. I just got to find where it is. Pages. Modules. Modules. Great if it came up now. Didn't say it moved fast, but is there. All right, Wednesday, because that's what today is. All right, there's your topic sentence, my friends. Natural resources, such as timber. Here is your topic sentence. Natural resources. Instead of using wood, I use the word timber. Such as, I had to write them with Kimber's name over there. Timber, energy, gold, seafood. I know, but you can see it up here. You can see where it says Wednesday, October 7th, right? And right here. So let me do my Zoom, share page. Hold on. This is your topic sentence. And plentiful fertile land greatly impact the population of the West region. Notice the title of the region, West, is capitalized. The word region is not capitalized. Yes, correct. Plentiful means lots of. I'm gonna get to that in a second. As soon as you copy that, go back to your seat. As soon as you copy that topic sentence, go back to your seat. That way other people, if they need to come in and move, copy it, they have space. Natural resources such as timber, energy, gold, seafood, and plentiful fertile land. Plentiful just means a lot of. Greatly impact the population of the West region. Impact, Ben summarized perfectly. He says that means change. Yes, it does. Impact needs to change. Ben, Benson. Yes, that's him. Could you see it was well enough apart of? All right, go where timber was. Your name and date. Your first and last name. Not talking. That's fine. What is it? Okay, so I've changed the title, not the title, the headings. Instead of putting wood, you know how we have wood in your chart? I changed it to timber because it looks a little bit nicer. It sounds a little bit nicer. But timber and wood are the same thing. Okay. In your chart, let me stop share. Ricardo, do you have enough of it?
Do you want us to put timber?
All right, written just like that.
No,
In your chart, leave your chart like it is. Let me wait for Ricardo to finish, okay? Allergies, we got enough. I didn't even take Mucinex. Wrong choice.
but there's some dirt in here.
No more dirt. Plenty of green stuff outside though.
We'll have your air pack.
There. Everything's still so pretty and green outside though.
It's pretty, but it's out.
Pretty and green.
But it's out.
This is not helpful. Is it?
Yeah, the second night is not. But the rest makes me really
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, what it makes me.
Average fiber.
Do math actually help?
Supposed to be for you not breathing out particles.
Also, there's a hole.
And the aggravation mess like this.
Ooh. Why do we? It's annoying. We have to put it like this.
Me? No, I just can't look up more than that. That's about as far as I can. No. All right, so not very far. Okay, so stop share on this one, and then let's go to this. Okay, so instead of writing wood, I use the word timber. Instead of writing farming, I use the word fertile land, because farming isn't technically the natural resource.
You didn't share.
I didn't share. Okay. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Share this. I could have, but the actual resource is fertile land. The natural resource, thank you, Megan. The actual resource is fertile land.
You're welcome.
Instead of saying farming, I listed out the natural resource, which is fertile land. Okay? But the things that were listed in that topic sentence are the natural resources that are the headings. Does that make sense?
No.
Instead of using the word wood, I said timber. It's just a synonym. Then I used energy, gold, seafood. Instead of saying farming, because farming is not the natural resource. The natural resource that allows farming is fertile land. Logan, pull it down. The natural resource that allows farming is fertile land. Got it? Okay. So why did I write this sentence, the topic sentence, that way? What does that allow you to do for your detail sentences?
It allows you to tell things about that.
It does. It allows you to pick your detail sentences straight out of your chart, doesn't it?
Also, that's why I feel that green stuff on the side.
Okay. So you can use this to write your detail sentences. You can add information to this. I believe Melanie was one of my students that directly added to these sentences and said, these drive the economy and they bring in jobs. She added it to each sentence. I had several students who did that on their paragraphs the other day. Great job. Fabulous job. We had a faculty meeting Monday after school. I showed Miss Wolf and I showed Miss Daniels. I took my stack of papers from first block because they were all already graded by that point, the first block, and showed them. I said, look at how great these paragraphs are. Some of them not so great, but several of them were fabulous. Allie did a great job. Okay. You can choose to write about the population in the last sentence, but this particular region and the passage they gave us, let me move this so I can get to this. This passage, if PowerPoint will go to the next slide, it would be fabulous. Today, come on PowerPoint, you can do it. I know you can. There we go. All right. This one talks a lot about not just saying the population is growing, but it tells you more about why the population is growing, right? So I'm going to leave this up there because you already have your chart that you made. Pull it out of your eyes. You already have your own chart that you made that talks about why the population is growing, right? Okay. So I'm leaving this up. You already have your topic sentence. How many detailed sentences do you need?
3.
3. What if you want to write 4? Can you?
Yes.
Yes. Then your concluding sentence needs to mention population. If you want to have more population sentences or you want to say something about population in your detailed sentences, be my guest. However, you do need in your detailed sentences, at least 1 or 2 of them needs to mention those industries like farming or seafood or something like that too, okay? Because that's what we have in the topic sentence.
No.
It can be part of it, but you also need to include population, at least in the concluding sentence, but you can also include it in here too, okay? Everybody understand what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Kimber.
Can I use the bathroom? Can I use the bathroom?
Yes. That's this symbol, 3. Like peace plus 1 more finger. All right. In a few minutes, I'm going to pass out your notebook paper just like we did the other day, and that'll be the last page. All right?
We'll just do the
Okay.
last paragraph.
Last page, and that's where you write the paragraph. Okay?
Ooh.
Yes, ma'am.
Library and left my library.
You'll have to get it right before we go to Richmond. Right now, you're doing your work. Why are you up, Anthony? Sorry, I see. Your question? Before I come back to school. Once you. Yeah, the elementary library. You need to know how to spell something, ask me. Here's the other thing, I saw a lot of people, especially my third lot, because I graded their papers yesterday. Had over 40 paragraphs yesterday. Oh. WITCH is the thing associated with Halloween. WHICH is a preposition. That's probably the one you want to use in the paragraph. Okay? More than likely, that's what we talk about. This is not the one you're talking about when you're writing for me. Okey doke.
It was very detailed.
All right, get busy. Okay, do either one of you guys have any questions about the paragraph you're writing?
No, ma'am.
I do.
Okay, I'm going to send you, Jackson, the picture that I told you I'm going to send you.
I needed the picture.
Okay, I'll send it to you also.
Didn't you already send me the picture? You said it was upside down.
The one yesterday was. I'll send both you guys a picture of today's, the chart via private message on Dojo. So I'll get that done as soon as I get this stopped and start converting this so I can get it up on YouTube as soon as possible, okay?
Okay.
But are we doing our paragraph today?
Yes, they're doing the paragraph right now in class. Okay, so you need to get this chart generated as soon as you can. The chart is what I'm sending you via picture through private Dojo message. So you'll need to type in your chart on slide 33 and then send me a picture of that, or you can send the PowerPoint back to me either way. It'll probably be faster. So get the chart done and then do your paragraph as soon as possible. Megan, I'm still missing your paragraph from Monday, okay? And I don't know that I have Jackson's either. And I need to get those grades filled in, okay? Because this is already the middle of the 7th week. And we got to get our grades put in because we are coming towards the end of the 9 weeks, okay?
Okay, I'll go check it.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the Zoom so I can get this one stopped and start it converting so I can get it up on YouTube, okay? All right. See you guys later.
Bye.